Alright, cool. Where was I? So, let's see here. Not a lot of time has passed between episodes here, so I'll just go over what I've done in the meantime. I guess the best tell of how much time has passed is how many drop drones are left. Not that many. I got another Raptor. I made it at my own wharf, and I am starting to outfit it with ships. Um, I made the mission fleet. I'm going to queue that up right now so I don't forget because I have lots of things to do and I want to get them all done. And I don't necessarily have tons of time. We'll see. Nothing big happened in the universe, no large conflicts or anything like that. Um, the Curbs and the Xenon are kind of just chilling. Well, actually, the Xenon is expanding into the rest of the FRF space, slowly but surely. The Xenon or the Curbs are finally pushing out the rest of the Xyrath Patriarchy. The Xenon are hammering the Teladi, and for the longest time, I thought the Terran Intervention Corps was not going to help them. So I didn't even realize that they actually are showing up. The Xenon launched a huge attack wave up against this station that seemed about near invulnerable, but then they ended up wiping it out. I guess that's all the exciting things that happened. Um, yeah, for the most part. I've made lots of progress on the terraforming, of course. I've expanded or I'm in the middle of expanding some of my stations, my wharf, even more. Adding more modules on. Oh wow, and actually, oh wait, that's asteroid belt. Yeah, I'm adding more production modules onto this to help shore up the shortages I've noticed when making lots of ships. I ran out of antimatter converters, so I'm building 2 more. Those will eventually get built. Let's see, check the progress. My computer does not like it when I open up the station to build anymore. I don't know why. Yep. The shipyard. Let's see here. What did I do to the shipyard? I think I built some workforce on it. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to work on the workforce and actually build a dedicated workforce supply, which is fine. I can do that. I can actually do that right now. It's not very hard. I just need to find a good spot for it. This right here is fine. I can unpause the game while I'm doing this. I am in my Dragon Raider in the Argon Prime system just to help out with some FPS, but since how the game just started and is fresh, the FPS is actually fairly high, so that's nice. Looks good. I could set up a food production facility for population. I think is the goal here, so let's do that. Oh yeah, submission's ready to turn in because the Nemesis Vanguard is right there, so the Pyramid plotline's ready to progress as soon as I finish here. Okay, so to make this self-sustaining, just chuck on the water here. I don't want it on top. Just realign it and then There we go. I don't know why it snapped to that one. That's not what I intended. There we are. One water. Let's see here. One wheat. Let's do the same thing with the wheat. Actually, wheat has a nice little connection point, I should say, on the very back of it. So that makes it so I can point it straight down. Probably shouldn't have done that in that direction. Building is still funky. Funky is definitely the way to describe how to build stuff in this game. When the the wheat is pointed straight down, take one spice, and this is for argon habitats specifically. This is what the argon need. And maybe there's a better way to do that, but I don't really. You can build for the food production for whichever faction you enjoy the most on your ships. And I don't mind the argon on my ships at all. Especially because, well, actually, I think there is a clear winner, actually, for, what do you call them? Crew on a ship. And that is the argon dormitories that you get from the VIG, because they produce more skilled Marines, but it also seems like they produce more skilled crew members as well. So, it's a good thing I just learned the ratio, or well, learned a ratio that works for me. It's probably overbuilt and overcomplicated, but it works. It's just, one spices, one water, two meat, one wheat, and then 6 food ration. Very simple to set up. And then this should make enough food rations for all of my needs. Ship copy module here. And instead of connecting it right there where I did, I'm going to flip it all the way upside down. And then tuck these away as far back as I can. That way I'm trying to save space, so that way I can continue to expand this if I need to. It's not very pretty looking, I think, but it does the job. Also, the builder's being funky with me because I haven't hit confirm in a while. Alright, that should work for food. I'll have to expand the medical supplies as well. The boron medical supplies are very easy to set up. Not a complicated chain there, so that's why I use boron. Let's see here. It is one plankton for, one plankton supplies 2.5 medical supplies. So you can get away with a lot. And it looks like I've already set up an area for medical supplies. Or, well, anything in this spot. Ooh, that's a nice little spot for another plankton. So that'll supply 2 medical supplies of the boron. Ooh, now the builder's being really funky. Alright, just put it on what? Come in. Come in. Just go on to the structure where I want you. I guess that's fine. I could work with this. Ooh. Well, that doesn't feel good at all, but whatever. I'm going to manually use the arrows to force it into a position I want. And of course the builder flips it 90 degrees in one direction or another because I don't know why. And then when I try to copy modules, it throws a fit. Because of course it does. I just want to build one more right next to it. Like, it shouldn't be this hard. Alright, that will expand the medical supplies and food. That should help out with workers on the station. I'll have to assign more miners, but that's not a problem. Let's see here, what adventures popped off. I should probably get out of menus so I can complete the mission that keeps chiming. Yay, my asteroid did a mission and it succeeded. Cool. There we go. There. Saves are starting to take a little bit longer than usual, but it's not that bad. Also, I'm cranking out the kanjis for the raptor that I just made. So I'm going to use that raptor to take out the KHK or the jitters installation. Accept fleet transfer because I just finished that.
That should do it. Command Slot must be eager to finally begin his campaign in earnest. I have, however, received reports about a high-ranking Godrealm official who refuses to cease railing against even the idea of such mediations. I'm afraid that violence might have to be employed one last time.
Violence? I mean, alright, if I have to. I did change the loadout of this Dragon Raider. Ooh, okay. Well, this makes it look like I gotta take on a whole fleet, but I don't think I do. Just give my Dragon Raider the order to stalk the target. And I noticed a weird thing with Raptors and, well, any carrier, is that making multiple groups of different assigned ships is useless. Well, save for the what do you call them? The auxiliary ship. Trying to assign different groups to a carrier with multiple ship types would be ideal, and I would like to do that because then I could, for instance, go to my shark and then assign half of the fleet to guard a position over here, and then half to guard a position over there. But what happens is when you do that, the assigned ships fly back to the carrier and then switch from
Entering
side to
system.
side, and they go
Second
back over to
contact.
where they're not assigned. So the carriers are, they don't, the fleets assigned to the carriers don't respect where they're
Entering
assigned, and they
system.
just
True
bounce
sight.
between, they bounce between all different spots that they're assigned in defend position, which is it kind of makes having multiple fleets designated for different areas kind of useless. So for my Raptor, I'm just assigning them all to
Entering
one.
system. Holy vision.
Actually, I'm going to do that for my Shark as well, and my other Raptor. It's just pointless. It's pointless to have different groups all assigned to. If they're all just going to go to the same spot and they're going to bounce in between the same spot, even though they're in different groups,
Entering
there's no
system.
point in having
Pontifex's
different groups.
claim. Entering system. Highest mists.
And then that saves me the hassle of just trying to. I'll have to start and stop position defense again over there, but that's not a big deal to clear that up. I wish that behavior gets patched, fixed, or whatever, but right now it's mostly
Entering
useless.
system. Unholy retribution.
Carriers are still the best way to handle the Xenon threat besides a defense uh, platform, but oh, I don't know what to do about it right now.
Entering system. Trinity Sanctum.
Yeah, should be close to the target.
Dragon. Raider.
Hello.
So the focus of this stream and the goals today is to get the Paranid storyline progressed as far as I can take it in a day. We'll see what happens. I put on 4 bolt repeaters, medium, Mark IIs on the Dragon Raider instead of had thermal disintegrators because I noticed that there is a weird interaction with making ships bail in the thermal disintegrator, where it has a greater chance to make a pilot bail, which is very interesting, especially on this ship. And I don't fully understand that interaction, so I can't
Pegasus. Vanguard.
tell you why it does that, but I seem to have greater success at making ships bail with the thermal disintegrator. Alright, cool. Where are you going?
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
So if you want to know how to smoothly transition into the highway and just like I did back there from any kind of travel, boosting,
Entering
whatever,
system.
you
Highest
just
mists.
turn off steering mode and then your ship will transition easily into the highway. And then don't forget to turn steering mode back on after you're sucked in. And then you can control yourself a little bit on the highway as well. I mean, maybe I should make a video about that, but I don't know. It seems kind of silly. Is that a Zeus E or something E? Variant? Okay. So the leader of whatever, it's time for you to die.
Why are you shooting me?
Now I need to get out of here.
Incoming missile.
How unfortunate for him. But sadly, he stood in the way of something great. Let's sit back for a while and let Kermankenslack get to work.
I hate to assassinate and run, but that's what I did.
Entering system. Unholy retribution.
Alright. You can let the NPC take over,
Greetings.
and then remove any orders, and it'll go back to Argon Prime on its own. Then I can finish assigning all the Kanjis I made. Alright, the Raptor's ready to go now. Off screen, I also rolled a bunch of mods. I don't find rolling mods on the
Entering system.
large
Highest
ships where you
mists.
gotta roll everything. I don't think that's like very good entertainment value, so I did that off stream. I put a lot of purple mods on there. The most notable are Whirligig, Traction, and then the Slashers for the turret, because Slasher is the most bang for your buck, the best mod for turrets only. And then Nanotube, of course.
Entering system. Pontifex's claim.
And the KHK chitters are causing a problem in
Entering
my home system.
Holy vision.
So I will start position defense. Only one group, and I will assign a defense ship to this. And then the ships I have assigned to the Raptor are Irukandjis for fast interceptors with
Entering
ion
system.
gatling. That gun
True
is
sight.
amazing. And then the other half of the ships, the other 40, are Moiras with blast mortars Mark II. So they should tear through that station, and I'll lose a few ships, but I'm not worried about
Entering
it.
system. Second contact.
I just want to test how good the blast mortars are against stations, because even if I set the Earl King by itself on this, it takes a while to
Entering
rip that
system.
apart.
Argon Prime.
And it looks like they hate my Manticore for some reason. That sucks. I just lost a Manticore of the station. I could make another one though. In fact, I'll probably make two. Let's see here, Manticore, Manticore. There it is, Manticore, High Preset. The Manticore does not need Combat Mark 4s. Like, it doesn't affect it very good, or affect its stats in any significant way. So I'll just go with the cheapest option that's still good, a combat engine. It doesn't have any means to defend itself, so there's no point in giving it any fancy stuff. Yeah. And then like 2 extra crew just because it might help something, maybe. I'm not 100% sure on that or if it does anything at all. Like maneuverability wise or mobility. Obviously having more high skilled crew on any of your ships, especially if they're engineers, will improve the repair speed. But other than that, I'm not sure if
You
having
tried to
service
make
crew does
joke.
anything good. Uh-oh. Okay, we're in trouble. You need to go... So that whole fleet is angry that I destroyed their, or killed their whoever. And I'm just gonna go dock at my strongest defense station then. And they'll either lose interest or go get killed by the station. Which would be hilarious. And I think I'm done with satellites for a while actually. So I will assign that Irukandji over to the... I lost all of my ships. Whoa. Whoa. That was a lot of ships to get wiped out. So the KHK needs destroyers and not small ships. Good to know. That was a fun experiment to see if they were any good. Turns out they are not, especially against the KHK installations,
Entering system.
which is
Atikva's
fine.
choice.
I can stop position defense now. Try to save whatever I have left. I didn't expect to lose so many so quickly. That was unexpected. Oh, right, I need to actually open this to see what I lost. Or more specifically, what I have left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 Moiras and 4 Irukandjis. That was bad. Oh well. Trying to think the best or most efficient way to deal with this then. I could park my Raptor closer to it. So my Raptor will be virtually immune. Maybe that's what I'll do. The ships on it, however, will get wiped out. That's good to know. What was the next step in the mission?
Try harder next time.
Oh, sit and wait. Okay. I have an email here. Kremenkin's mediators are worth every single credit you spent on them. The God Realm of the Paranid and the Holy Order of Pontiacs have agreed to a ceasefire. They still don't like each other, but at least the fighting has stopped for now. It should be infighting, because they're both Paranid. So that word should be changed from fighting to infighting. I think, in order to make sense. Or make more sense, I should say.
Striking.
And so they're both effectively the same faction.
I'll wipe you out.
Or essentially the same faction, I should say. The only difference between the factions is the HOP starts out as enemies versus everyone, versus the God Realm, which does not.
Regret that.
Yeah, it looks like the Xenon are
That machine can actually shoot.
being wiped out. The Terrans also want to wipe out the Xenon threat. What is this? A Tokyo's trying to kill a K. Alright, you got 3 large shield generators, Tokyo, why not? You don't have that many guns. Especially you don't, I don't think it has any large mounted turrets. But alright then. We have a long way to go for that. I could start on Heart for Pirates, but I don't want to push the Xenon out of these sectors just yet, because I'm making a lot of money on the Xenon coming through, and then my collectors grabbing up all their debris. And if I want to spam large ships with weapon mods for their large turret mounts, then I need those collectors collecting, because they give all the resources for the green mods. I'm surprised that the Moiras are performing so badly against the regular KHK.
Striking.
Oh, never mind. They're wiping the floor with them. They just take some damage. Where are you going to attack? Oh, okay.
Get spiced.
Yeah, those blast mortars plus the Moira speed are devastating versus fighter type opponents. Excuse me. Are you shooting me? So I do have a docking platform on my defense station. And if any funny business happens to come close, like look at that devastation that'll happen. If a K or an I comes through, those purple energy bolts are Paranid large turrets, plasma turrets, and they deal a colossal amount of damage. So if a K and I or a bunch of Ks and Is come through, they will live for a very short amount of time and then get completely obliterated. And then these towers specifically are also littered with argon flak as well. So the Xenon have a really bad time against this station. And also some very annoying, I'd imagine, what do you call them, Paranid, if they decide to show up and fight this. Gonna have a real bad day. It looks like the Paranid learned to back off. Or go after an easier target. Or they might have been shaken off in second contact. Well, no, they made it through to Argon Prime. And remove that
The ship
docking
will
order,
be undocking soon.
and then change that position all the way back out in Argon Prime. I'm waiting on terraforming, or I'm almost done with the terraforming. 3 medium drop drones and 24 small drop drones means that that's going to be done within the next 20 minutes because of how fast I flew through the small drop drones.
I won't let you get away with that.
So that'll be the next major wait and see. I need to look at the wharf and see if I can actually restock that.
Get spaced.
No, I won't be able to restock that Raptor very quickly. It'll take a while. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to restock the Raptor with fighters. Oops, I guess I should have saved or something, but oh well. Not a big deal.
Engaging.
What I should do with these Irukandjis and Miras,
I can't believe I let myself get hit by a machine.
instead of intercepting, they need to just dock and wait. And then I'll use the Raptor itself to attack the KHK installation. And I think the protected position is the best way to go when doing station attacks with NPC ships. Because then the AI tries to be more intelligent, I want to say. So we'll see how that goes. But the Raptor will be completely immune from any KHK weaponry. Because the shield regen is actually pretty high on this, because I modded it. Actually, I can take a look at it and redesign.
Entering system. Argon Prime.
Yeah, so the shield regen rate is 70% higher than what it was, so almost double. And it's got an okay amount of shields, nothing to write home about. Is that the only thing I'm working on? I think I already researched this, so yeah, I'm waiting on terraforming. And the next terraforming project that I will work on after getting this one done, it'll take a 10-minute, it takes a 10-minute like research thing after it's hit the resource requirement. And then it'll raise the temperature of the planet by 1 square? I don't know how much this will raise the temperature. But we're trying to only go up by a little bit instead of making it too hot. And then the next thing I will try to do is tectonic scaffolding, which will take a colossal amount of micro lettuce. And I almost have enough substrate and silicon carbide. So this one shouldn't take a long time, but that will get rid of the quake event, hopefully. Because I don't want to build anything else on the planet while the quake's happening, because it'll just lead to delays. And terraforming also, terraforming takes a long enough time on its own without additional delays. Alright, there's another email. Or did I just forget to click off of it? Okay, I just forgot to click off of it. Okay, I guess time has to pass. I need to assign more magnetars. I like building magnetars. Ooh, I should probably build Donias instead. I forget that the Donia should be much quicker at delivering ore than the magnetars. I just got so used to building the magnetars. The Donia, even with Terran engines, the Donia is ridiculously fast. So I should have been building Donias instead of magnetars, but Magnetar has over 500 shield regen, which the Donia does not. So actually the magnetars are a better choice for where my player HQ is currently located because of the void. You need over 500 something recharge rate to survive the Void's Hazard region, because there's 0 recharge delay on large shields. And the Magnetars are covered in more flak turrets as well, so we'll see if the Donia will do any good. I might as well give the Donia all the stuff because it's free, basically for me, all the software stuff. I don't like repair drones on any of my ships because they tend to get stuck into the hull of the ship and then force the ship to go at 0 meters a second. And also spin the ship roundy, which kind of sucks. That's a low crew capacity for a mining ship, actually. I have to see if that actually does anything. It does have mining turrets. Yes, okay. So let's see how many I can crank out. 4 with no problems. 8 with no problems. Once we go up to 12, then we run out of resources. So 8 Donia, and there is no Donia equivalent for gas miners, which is unfortunate. I do like the Roke Wheels because they have just a ridiculous amount of shields and shield regen. Absolutely monstrous. And I can afford the high preset because the Borons, they use a different production method. They use a little less, I want to say, of everything and then add water. So high preset on the Boron shields. Oh yeah, I did notice a weird thing on my defense platform. I'll get to that in a second too. And this combination of cargo drones and collector drones has been working out for me fairly good. So, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, basically. That's how I'm approaching this. Let's see how many Roke Wheels I can get away with. I mean, I do want 4 more Roke Wheels, so that should get the Heretics End Wharf back up into the green for producing. And maybe I'll have to increase the miners at the, what do you call them, the shipyard as well. The shipyard's currently being supplied by alligators, which are really fast. And only 1 gas. Uh-oh. I'm starting to switch out all of my miners to large ships just because they can shrug off all of the swarms and swarms of small ships that attack them. And basically just ignore everything. Which is better than having to just rebuild fleets and fleets and fleets of medium ships. The medium mining ships and gas mining ships are actually faster. They do more throughput than the larges, but it's not worth the micromanagement of just having to rebuild them over and over again. Especially when I have super fast Terran engines available for large ships or Boron ships. The Boron engines are super fast too, so not really worth it to deal with medium ships anymore for collecting resources, in my opinion. Also, if you want an asteroid, if you're playing Ventures right now and you're looking to grab up a few asteroids, I am sending my asteroid out. I do constantly reduce the crew or change out the pilot. I snatch away the good pilot of the asteroid and put it onto one of my other ships, and then put in a fresh rookie pilot pilot that has no skills, no morale. So if you're looking to grab an asteroid during Ventures, now's a good time while I'm playing, because I'll keep sending that thing out. And then you can get infinite free asteroids if you want. And then if it gets blown up or destroyed or whatever, I can always buy another one. So it's not like I'll ever run out of asteroids either. It's just one at a time for me. Until somebody else starts sending asteroids back, and then I'll capture those too. That'll be fun. There's a scanning array like way above the playing field that normally everyone plays at. Interesting. And right now I'm just waiting for the quest to advance. But I know I need more money than what I have now to progress this storyline. So I'm going to be working on producing or getting more money. It looks like the boas keep getting hit with the tide, so I might have to just go straight to Barbarossa's for trading on this station only, because large ships have a much bigger shield and hull capacity than medium ships, and the tide doesn't usually break the shields on large ships. Yeah, it looks like they got caught in the tide. It's not a big deal because I can replace them fairly easily, but it is kind of annoying. Speaking of money, I should probably look at my account management. I've built a few more storages onto the Heretics End Wharf, that's why it's taking money. I built a ton of storage on the Frontier Edge headquarters, and it's not making any money, so it's not gonna fill up that colossal amount of money. I could actually drain this down to 0 and the station would still function. So it's just thinking that it needs that money just in case it decides that it wants to import goods, which I don't want it to do. This is still building, so I will overfund it or keep it overfunded. This station isn't producing as much money as I thought it would. I'll probably have to increase production on there. This is supposed to be like the ultra money printer for the game, but it's not. It's not as good as I thought it would be. But it is outlasting the tide. Like no protection on this station at all. Just repair drones and the tide means nothing. Well, except for the medium ships that keep getting blown up, but that was going to happen anyway. So I'll expand production here. Oh. Or not. Why can't I expand production? It's just angry at me for trying to build. Yeah, the quirkiness of building is strange. I think that'll be all I can put on it for now. I did add a standard, an 8M standard dock for most of my stations that use medium ships. And storage allocation is going all the way up. Absolute colossal amount of energy cells. I think in order to make tons of money off of the energy cells here, I could just drop the price down to minimum. Oh, it's already at minimum. Okay. So then ships will just come in, all the large ships, that's what I'm really after, is large ships. To just come in and buy up massive amounts of energy cells and then just go away. So I might need to increase the dock capacity as well for large ships. I would like to throw on some fancy stuff like a hexadock or whatever, but I don't want to import Terran materials. I'll just expand this real quick. I don't know if that's going to be tall enough. Should be. Just about one too tall, maybe. Or half one too tall. What do you mean? That's pretty close. It's good enough, I should say. Wait, why is an Argon construction vessel in here? I'm specifically employing the Riptide Rakers just to increase the faction rep with them. If it does, it'll at least try to. I like having high rep with all the factions because that means I have access to all the things. All the blueprints I could ever want, if I want them. And here very soon, the first stage of terraforming will complete, so I might get dialogue for that. I'm looking forward to that. Assign. Oh, it has to take off before it can assign. Alright. At least I think that's what's going on. Yep. That's fine. It'll assign whenever it's ready. Terraforming is very close to being fully supplied. Oh, it's got a 10-minute timer on that. So maybe after all the drones are done. Let's see. Where am I right now? Looks like multiverse is done. There we go. Excuse me real quick. Just click on the thing. Click over here. No, I don't want to see notifications. Thank you very much. I should probably edit that message down a little bit. There we go. Alright, set mastered out. Terraforming should be just about ready to do something. I should actually teleport over to this raptor to see how effective it's being versus the installation over here.
Entering system. Heretics End.
I'll go view it from my office on the back. You are going to attack the installation, are you not? It has been issued the attack command, but it's not moving. So much for intelligent, right? Let's see if I right click and do attack multiple. Drag a box around right here. Alright, that seems to have done the trick. I guess I'll wait in this view for quest lines to update. I finally got a decent paint job out of one of the storylines. The Cabal of Curbs, or the Court of Curbs, I should say, has a nice paint job. Oh, I forgot to set up the turrets on this to do what I want it to do. Probably why it was having a problem. Let's see here. Attack fighters, and then reassign these ones to attack capital ships. Since how these are just 4 groups that are very easy to reassign. That was probably what its issue was. And then I'll have to restock the ship with small, medium craft. Well, mostly small craft. I think the Shark's actually much better at using medium craft because it has 4 medium docks. But the Boron medium craft, I just kind of don't like them. They're kind of not. The Boron weaponry is not that great on medium craft, except for missiles, which should be fantastic. But yeah, I never really liked missile gameplay anyway. Looks like it's taking the Earl King approach to fighting the station over here, or the Chitters installation. So the Terrans are going to sweep out Faulty Logic 1 instead of actually helping the Teladi.
Outsider,
Oh, there we go.
is this transmitter operational? Or did
No.
some fool forget to configure it again?
I am very surprised at you.
Silence, creature. Your immediate presence is required at our headquarters, follower.
Our headquarters? Well, while we wait for the Raptor to get in range, I guess I can do this. I'm sorry, comrade. Did you say our headquarters?
Entering system. Frontier Edge.
I didn't realize we were going full communist about this, but okay. Pretty sure this is my player headquarters and you're just visiting. You know, I expected Chromankinslat to actually be bulkier. But it's just the shoulder pads and the part of the helmet piece that makes him look bulky in the video call. What have you been doing in here, Dalbusta?
I am in deep contemplation. Speak to my advisor, Dalbusta.
What do you mean your advisor? That's my advisor. Ooh, what's this?
How's it going? Ah, there you are. Kremenkin Slot says the diplomatic mission has encountered an obstacle of sorts.
An obstacle? These three-eyed imbeciles are refusing to allow the negotiations to progress beyond the stage of ceasefire.
As I said, just a minor hiccup. We've come to the conclusion that the Paranid will need a tangible reminder of their shared identity. Bozo Ta is already reverse engineering the Paranid preservation technology, so that we can start working on the cocoons as soon as possible. In the meanwhile, Kremenkin Slot has unearthed an old pre-shutdown construction plan for a palace of sorts?
It was a different era, and I was a different sort of leader then.
As you know, symbolism plays a big role in Paranid culture. We're fairly certain that the Paranid would be more willing to accept a new status quo if they were presented with 3 ready-made thrones standing side by side. Kremenkin Slot has already pulled a few strings to have his symbol of unity officially sanctioned, but we're still short a head architect. Congratulations! You've just been promoted. Just so you're mentally prepared, someone will definitely try to sabotage our project once it's nearing completion.
Great. I get to build a station. I think I just got 2 missions out of this, actually. Or not.
Hello there.
Oh, not that. I don't want to move the station. Alright, let's take a peek at what we're doing here. Build a 10 by 10 by 10. That's pretty easy. Let's move off of this station so that the FPS goes up.
Entering system. Heretics End.
I'll go to my personal office on this carrier real quick and watch it decimate the KHK installation. That should be entertaining, hopefully. Or it's just gonna sit here. Alright, I guess I'll have to personally fly the ship over and destroy that. So while I do that, I'll get this mission rolling at the same time. So they want a 10 by 10 by 10, which is expensive, but I have the money for that. That's not a big deal. Anywhere in the system. The real worry is what they want on it. 3 Paranid faction capital, 6 Paranid disc defense platform, 9 large container, 9 large dome, dock areas, piers, 180 of any turret, and 180 shield generator, or no, 80 shield generator. So that will be that'll be a slow build. 3 Paranid faction capital. I don't like what that is. That sounds like a unique blueprint, and that's going to be costly. And I don't think I have the Paranid building supplies. So let's go over and get the Paranid building stuff out of the way. And buy the plot. So if we set all these to 5, that makes it all 10 by 10. So this won't be as spendy as I thought. If I put it next to another defense platform, that will help out during the next part of the mission, or just next to other stations in general. And if I put it close to the highway, it will it'll be like a high priority trade target, basically. Well, I don't know if defense stations or not will help it out. That seems fine. I would like to turn it. Be nice and flat. $6 million is almost nothing for that plot. And I don't have any of the Paranid building things. That's going to cost me a little bit. It's fine though. I think the quest just registered that I did buy the plot. Perfect. Oh, these dummies are ready to be assigned. Oh, we're just down to 3 medium drop drones for the terraforming. So that's going to be great. Waiting on that node in over there. I'll have to think about what I want to put on the the Paranid defense station. Are you docked? Alright, good. Good. Let's go.
Entering system. Holy vision.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so $500 million for the faction capital.
Safe journey.
What else? You need all other modules, which are cheap. I don't think they have unique docking. Well, they have unique pier, I guess. Or maybe I'll do a single pier. Whatever, I'll get them both. Needs the Paranid version of stuff. I think I need large Paranid dome and large Paranid container storage specifically. Yeah, they use the regular for those. Might as well just grab those up while I'm here.
Safe journey.
Alright. What else did that take? Large container storage, large dome. Only 6 disc defense. Okay. I can get the... I have an idea of the design I want to use for this station they want built. We'll take a peek at that. Seems how the Paranid are such a pain to build
Hello.
for. Because they have a weird design. I'll try to center this the best I can. This is supposed to be like the faction, all three, or yeah, all 3 factions represented. Kromanka, Slat, whatever his faction is, as part of the Trinity, the HOP and the GOP, God Realm of the Paranid, and the Holy Runner of the Pontifex. So hopefully I'm using these measurements correctly. How much more space do we got on either side of that? So if I shove this all the way down, I have tons of space up there, but it's way lopsided. That feels centered-ish. Or I know what I could do to find the center. Being silly. That ought to do it. Oh, right. No. Try that again. Have everything connect to this. That way the manager doesn't get annoyed with, or the building menu doesn't get angry at me. I don't think that. Oh, I invalidated that whole thing. I just like doing the same things over and over again, I guess. Okay. Can I fit another one here? No, but it's close. Almost. That's pretty close. Let's see if I can't get it just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, that's close enough that I don't think it matters too much. I will have a little bit of wiggle room on either side, but not a lot, it seems. That's exactly what I want. So then I will copy this sequence and flip it from this side. And I will adjust to where it almost touches the edge. Again, copy the sequence and flip it again from this side. And the very tippy tip of this one can be removed. Alright, I need to put it in a valid position first before I can edit it. There we go. Remove just the tip. Put it on there. And then try to get this one. So somewhere in there is about dead center, which is what I was aiming for. Now I can dismantle all of this, starting with the very center. Well, not all of it, but dismantle most of this. And then put the Paranid cross section in. And that should be relatively centered. All of that just to measure out how much space I wanted to work with. Oops. Oh, now it's angry with me because I put too many Oh, why is it? Oh, it's because it's valid. Oops. Just invalidate that real quick. No, it really doesn't like that. That's fine. Wait, let me right click on it. There we go. So I hit confirm on that. That should make it less angry and let this attach, like so. And I'll start supplying that as well. Get a parented builder out here for it. So we got and then save up some money for the the faction building. And I can check how much these have. Ooh, 4,000. That's a good chunk of change. One more, or no, two more medium build drones there
Entering
for
system.
terraforming.
Family
Can I help?
Irukanji. Danger. Hazardous entering system. Tharka's Cascade.
You shouldn't be in Tharka's Cascade. What are you doing?
Entering system.
Can I help?
Entering system.
Can I help?
Irukanji.
Alright, since I'm waiting on things to make money and the terraforming to start,
Entering system. Heretics end.
begin, I should say, I'm gonna take over for the Raptor and get it into position to destroy the KHK Hive. I don't understand why it didn't just move in to max range with its weapons.
Cog installation.
I'm not scared of driving this ship like right into the center of this installation because it barely does any damage to the shields of this ship. Even though it's devastating against small and medium, well, small ships. I don't know about mediums. Once we get close enough, the turrets will start firing. Should be about here. The weapons should start activating. There we go. Actually, I can get even closer because I want the bottom side weapons firing as well. I don't understand why they're firing at nothing, but okay. With all the flak this has, any small ship that even comes close to this Raptor will get ripped apart. Wonder why the bottom side turrets aren't firing. That's so strange. Let's just get them all attacking my current enemy then. That should make all the turrets just light up. So this triangle in particular is something it doesn't like. Should probably not be right next to the station, but that's fine. What do we get?
Container.
Flux capacitor.
Container. Cog installation.
The turrets aren't behaving exactly as I thought they would. They should all be picking station parts to just fire at. I shouldn't have to individually select them. But nothing works like you think it should in this game, so here we are.
Cog defense platform.
Like I'm pointed right at what I want you to shoot. Why aren't you shooting?
Cog installation.
Oh, there we go. Only left side turrets are firing? I want all 8 turrets firing. Well, I guess I'm close enough that I could just set this to attack all enemies. See what happens. They're firing at nothing, which makes me wonder what's going on down there. But the flak is firing forward. So I'm getting a little more DPS out of this. That is really strange that they're shooting at nothing. And it's working. Okay. Odd. Well, something's definitely happening. How odd. So what are the very underside turrets doing? These two aren't selecting a target to fire at, and they should. Oh, they're trying to shoot at whatever's on my left. Which group is that? That should be... this group, maybe? And then my current target would be
Cock defense platform.
that. I need to look and see which turret group actually is responding to that. Not the one I thought. Oh, I think that did it. They realigned. Okay, now open fire. You did realign. Oh, it's out of range. Which is hilarious. Let's get in range then. I'm close enough to scan it, but I'm not close enough to shoot it. Silly. I'm close enough for the flak turrets to engage. And on my top right turrets aren't firing. And my bottom right turrets aren't firing. Half the ship isn't firing like it should be. Come on now. See, the flak turret's got the right idea. Why do you have to attack that specific spot? Like, what's wrong with you? This is gonna hurt. Oh, guess not. That should be all turrets firing now. And it looks like they all are actually doing something. Well, save for the flak turrets, I guess. And the shields can't even be tickled. Excellent. I'm concerned about the terraforming, that it's not finishing yet. I should be getting like a vid call or some kind of confirmation that terraforming is happening. It's too bad the target information pane doesn't show up on the bottom turrets are missing. Don't miss your shots. Why are you missing your shots? I'm at like point blank range, and the turrets I want, they're just. What a pain. Like I'm literally touching it with the front of my ship and it can't seem to hit it. The flak turrets are doing just fine though. It's absolutely silly I have to drive right up against this in order for it to shoot it. If that's what I gotta do. I'm touching it. I can't get any closer to it. Please shoot the thing I want you to shoot. Silly turret behavior. Oh, there it goes. I should stop moving the ship now because all the large turrets are actually shooting at something. Alright, let's check on the... Oh, the drones are done, so the terraforming should be underway. 9-minute timer on the terraforming. Looks like the venture failed for the asteroid. Go again. I should check the pilot on that once I get a moment. Did I get those rope wheels made? Good, good, good. Get those assigned. How's this station doing on supplies now? Much better. Where are the antimatter converters? Alright, this station is ready to start producing ships, it looks like. I can't believe I'm thinking this, but I actually want to build more engine part factories. Actually, that's just an absurd amount of engine parts to stock up anyway. I should be able to let this station sell ships now. Just watch how the whole parts disappear. Ah. Yeah, there we go. Cha-ching. Smells like money. Oh, all large turrets have a target, so this is a perfectly fine position to keep this ship in, as long as all the targets are being hit. Yes, looks like they are. Good. I'm just waiting on the terraforming project to complete. I should get some unique voice lines out of this. We'll find out. Oh, I can actually just start a new one, huh? Von Neumann Constructors. I actually think I could do this one right now. That might be really good. I don't have any Claytronics on this station yet, but that doesn't look like it needs a lot. I do have whole parts though. This is the next project I want to do. And the temperature for this planet is it's not even in the blue or green. But it doesn't tell me how much this is going to increase temperature by. And I'm just waiting on income to buy the blueprint for the Paranid factory. Let's see, I need a manager for that station now. Sorted the list by the wrong type. I don't see anything wrong with giving them a 4-star manager. Alright. Let's just focus on destroying the station and the terraforming should say something. Only the top turrets are firing. Excellent. Realign the ship, hopefully. Probably gonna bump into that. Yep, bumped right into it. Okay, the underside turrets are firing. Well, half of them at least. Why aren't the leftmost turrets opening up? Like, the right side finds valid targets, but the left side won't. How odd. I have to reposition the ship. That was embarrassing for them. Where are the bottom turrets firing at? Cool. Firing at nothing in the middle of space. Good. Also, everything's firing at nothing over there, too. The hitboxes on this station are special. Quite special, it looks like. But it looks like the turrets that are firing at nothing are actually killing the whatever's over there. Alright. So be it. And the bottom left turrets are locked onto what's over there. That's fine. I could just flip the ship. Let those turrets have at it.
The terraforming of Messna continues. After raising the global temperature, many valleys can now be turned to agricultural use. On the other hand, opponents of this measure argue that this would limit the variety of potential winter sports. More on this debate in our upcoming programming.
The
Alright.
current terraforming project has completed.
Very strange. Finished one terraforming project, and I got an achievement for it, so that was cool. What'd I get? I gotta look at that. I just got the achievement called First of Many, Completed Terraforming Project. I thought that achievement would pop after okay, so this is automatically starting to melt water and increase the atmospheric pressure. Alright, cool. Let's start tectonic scaffolding. I almost have all of the Computronic substrate. Need 6 million metallic microlattice. I have nowhere near the amount of microlattice it needs, but almost all of the substrate. And then silicon carbide. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to need more silicon carbide and metallic microlattice. But the substrate's fine. Don't need any more of that. Cool. Let's see here. I want to copy sequence of just this one, but it won't work like that. Oops. Well, it almost worked like that. Now the building thing's gonna be mad at me because I made so many changes. Yes.
Production will start right away.
Alright. You know what? Instead of doing that one, I should do this one. There we go. Now that's how you build a station. Copy and paste. Oh, and my station gets built by my personal builder. Oopsie. Look how many building drones are being sent out. Or how many small drones are being just launched. As soon as one batch of drones gets finished, another one launches. That's awesome. That's how you get terraforming done. Waves and waves of terraforming drones. Nice. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the required materials, and I'm almost out of microlattice already. Woo, that microlattice is going to be a problem. I need to look at the logistics of the station to see how well we're doing on what do you need for production? Helium and ore. Plenty of helium. And ore is spatial. I think I'll need to double up the microlattice production again, which is not hard. And then silicon carbide. It didn't need a ton of silicon carbide, did it? It did. It wouldn't hurt to double up the silicon carbide again as well. It might not even hurt to double up the substrate. I'll have to think about that. Let's do this basically twice. That'll crank through some resources. If I can keep it supplied, that is. Might have to build more mining ships. I already feel like I need to build more mining ships. Let's see here, I could probably assign a second row here. Oh, the build manager is not going to like this. Let's confirm that. And then I will copy. Ooh, I don't want to copy that whole sequence. Ooh, I just want to copy these, but apparently that's not what's going to happen. Alright, I'm kind of wasting resources, but I think it'll look okay. Basically, I need to copy this module and flip it upside down. which you'll do all sorts of fun things in the build manager when I try to do that. Why did you move? It's like I don't want you to move from this spot. I don't understand why you have to. Ah, close. Very close. Yes, that's the exact spot I wanted that. Very good, very good. I should rotate it how I like it, just for my own sanity. So I need to copy the module and get to be happy with being on the opposite side of it. Mm. Oh no, 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 no. That's not what I want you. Yes, very nice. Yes, yes. Very good, very good. And that is going to require a ton more workforce. I can only imagine. But I am at 100% workforce efficiency right now, which is excellent. That's exactly what you want to see on your stations. So I think I'm going to have to double up my... Well, I don't know about double up my medical supply production just yet. Need to get the workforce doubled up. And they're already complaining about the large dormitories for no space. Which they don't complain about if you build a ton of habitats. Unfortunately, the habitats take a lot of space too. That's fine though. What I'm going to do is build it. There you go. Wow, the game's being really nice to me in building right now. How kind. Just copy that sequence. Oh, there's the jank I've been used to. Just put it right next to where I want it. I'll get another sequence of that right there. Oh, yep. Hopefully that will help alleviate some issues and get some more population in. Spending all my money to import resources, but I don't mind. Some of the resources are coming from this very station, which is fine. Terrans are very picky about choosing what they're going to shoot at. And it makes me really wonder why they're shooting at something down over here. The bottom turrets are firing, but the top turrets stopped firing. Hey. What are you trying to target up here now? No target, even though there's a target right in front of me. Please, turret, do something. Oh, now they're picking new targets. What the? Behind me? Oh. Focusing on the enemies. Hang on. Attack the station, would you? There should be an attack station here, but I guess attack capital ships will work. Hopefully. There's a valid target right in front of me. Why aren't you firing? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
Cog installation.
Maybe I have to just drive directly into it. Like, please destroy the station. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Hmm. Shoot at something. And now it stopped. Hello? You're obviously tracking at it. You shoot it. Gotta make a phone call, I guess. All right, since I got the first part of terraforming done, we got some voice lines out of it. We progressed the mission a little bit. I am going to cut the VODs right here, and I will pick this back up at a later time. Thank you for watching.